So one of the things I liked about Alibaba stock and what had me rate this stock as a buy here in 2025, I also had it rated as a buy in 2024 and 2023. So I've had it rated as a buy for a couple of years now, is because I noticed the company starting to generate revenue growth again after flatlining in 2022, right? You can see that flat line here in its revenue from 22 to 23, from 124 billion in trailing 12-month revenue down to 122 billion. This is after the company had generated excellent growth between 2015 and 2021, increasing more than 10x from 11.7 billion to 113 billion. Rising competition and a slowdown in economic growth and a slowdown in purchases of goods created that slowdown there in 2022 as economies reopened and people started spending more money on services, on away from home products and services, right? Travel, restaurants, bars, theme parks, movie theaters, etc. That's where most people were spending money, and that hurt businesses in China and Alibaba specifically, and its revenue started to sink as a result. Of course, also you had a significant surge in competition and price discounting, etc., and that was also a factor. So one thing that troubles me about Alibaba is this trend you're looking at on screen is the company's operating cash flow to sales ratio, which has been in decline since 2012, where it generated an OCF to sales of 46.3%, and that's declined all the way to the lowest level in over a decade to 15% in the most recent trailing 12-month period. And given the announcements and increasing investments the company's been making, I think it's likely that this trend continues or either flatlines. We're not seeing the significant reason why this number will turn and start to be positive, because the company's making investments both in the capital expenditures to expand the availability of artificial intelligence in the cloud computing segment. So I updated my proprietary discounted cash flow valuation model for Alibaba. The intrinsic value per share I calculated is $143, and the current market price after the big increase here in 2025 is now $166. So I mentioned I've had Alibaba stock rated as a buy for a couple of years now, and I last updated that recommendation on September 9th, reiterating that buy rating. But I think today, on October 15th, I will be downgrading. In fact, I am downgrading as I am speaking Alibaba stock to a hold for all of those concerns I mentioned in this video. Click the link below to watch the full video.